What's up, good people? How you doing today? If you're new to the page, this is Larry Jones. This is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, could you do me a favor right quick and go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And if you don't have an investment app, or if you do and you want even a better one, download the Webull app. I have a link provided below. Click the link, deposit $100, and get 2 free stock worth up to $1,850, right? But I notice a lot of you lately, and you can trade crypto within basic crypto within the Webull link. But I notice a lot of you have been downloading the Coinbase app to get into more broader crypto. All right. So both links are provided below. Let's talk about the market. Like, I'm going to start off by telling you guys, be careful of false starts. That means that, like I told you in the previous video about catching that falling knife. We don't know where the bottom is right now. And to be honest with you, I'm very leery about suggesting any new stock. Let's see where the market is going to go. I could sit here every day and just start shouting out stock to you guys. But right now, we just really need to pay attention to the market. There's a lot going on. And, those of you, if you watch the news, you'll see there's a lot going on. I mean, even the gas shortage in the east and the south, in the southeast, it could have a negative effect on the stock market. I mean, inflation, the Feds with the inflationary numbers, higher interest rates. All of these things are threatening the stock market. It just is. And the stock market is very skittish of all of this. I mean, supplies are ridiculous. Lumber is through the roof, inflation. And then you have the job problem. And then there's a disparity, and there's the pay gap, right? So you have millions of jobs, millions and millions of jobs, but people are not taking the jobs because some people, not all people, but some people are making more money on unemployment, and that is a problem, than they are going back to work. So that's two problems, So you got the problem of, pay, if people are not making enough money doing their job. And some of these people, think about the waitresses and stuff like that, are really busting their butt on their feet all day, and they're not getting paid enough, that type of deal. And so these jobs are unfilled, and that's hurting the economy. It really is, right? And then you have some of the states that are just giving free money that needs to pull back. So, I learned with politics, the truth is generally in the middle. And that's just my opinion. We're not going to talk about politics, but I'll tell you one thing about politics that we can all agree on. They're bad for the stock market. Politics are bad for the stock market, okay? So let's get back to the stocks. When I say we got to be careful of the false starts, so we could continue buying dips, and then it keeps, catching a falling knife. It keeps falling lower and lower and lower. Regardless of where we buy, the stock keep going lower and lower because we have this bad news, right? Sorry, I got a little jet lag. I just got off the plane. And so it continues to beat down the stock market, in particular, even more so, rather, tech, EVs, that type of stuff. And a lot of high growth stock are just getting beat down. There again, I'm going to hold my high growth stock because I'm not looking to pull a penny out at the earliest until 2025. That's what I'm doing. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling what Larry is doing. And so we have to keep all of these things in mind. And then we got the rotation. With rising interest rates, I can tell you banks are going to start making money. So we talked about JP Morgan, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley. These are some of the banks that you can look at if you're not into banks, right? And consumables. And then, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing right now. The stock that I sell right now, and this is going to be really important for you new investors. I really need you to hear this, right? I want you to not make the mistake that a lot of new investors mistakes that they make. And that is, in a market like this, if you hear me well, in a market like this, if you do some profit taking and you sell your stock right, what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of pulling that money out and putting it in their bank accounts. I will tell you that what Larry is doing, I'm going to keep this to me. I keep money in my trading account. All of the stock that I sell, I keep that cash ready. I always use the term stock up, stock up, stock up. That's the name of the show, Stock Up with Larry Jones. And so here's the reason why. Number one, you're insured more than you are at a bank, believe it or not, in keeping your money in your brokerage account. Number two, when the bottom does hit, you're ready to pull the trigger. You don't have to worry about transferring money over and it taking 3 days to clear. And by that 3 days, the stock that you wanted to buy has already ran up 30-40%. So I just want you guys to think about the logic in that, okay? And then lastly, I want to tell you that a lot of people, you've been hearing it on the news, you have to be under a rock not to know it, are going into gold and silver and, you know, the old standards, right? And oil, right? And here we are having an oil problem. I got my own thing on oil. I'm not going to get into that because some people politicize it. I don't. You know, I look to the future, and in 15 years from now, oil won't be a deal. It'll be all electric. So just think about that in your long-term investing, right? So I'm not a traditional gold person, right? So there's other people that go to traditional gold. I won't be doing it. My goal is what I call bit gold, which is Bitcoin, which is cryptocurrency rather, and not Bitcoin exactly. And so I will tell you what I've been doing in the crypto currency area is I literally have been buying these dips. I actually, for the last 2 days, have been the last 3 trading days, I've literally been day trading Bitcoin. There's one called Tezos. Every time it dips, I'll buy it and then it runs up. I'll show you some. If I have some snapshots, I'll show it to you. I took some snapshots on this phone. And ADA, Cardano. And then there's a third one. I can't think of it right now. It was a penny stock, a penny cryptocurrency, and it keeps doing the same thing. So every time the stock market goes down, it'll go down, and then I'll buy it, and then the next day it's up. Generally, it makes its move late at night. So that's why I got the red eyes. But that's what's been happening with cryptocurrency. And then I continue to add to Ethereum. I always add to ETH. But I will tell you guys, now that's how I'm treating. I'm not going to traditional gold. That is my goal. And it's the goal for a lot of people. But I just want to tell you that you also have to be careful. And I always say, what have we learned? What we learn is profit taking. We have to do some profit taking. So when these stock or cryptocurrencies get frothy, do some profit taking. And that's what I did with my little Dogecoin play, right? I'm not holding Dogecoin long. Power to the people. You guys go ahead. Doge forever, Doge to the moon, all that. That's nice. I'm not doing it long, all right? I sold it on Friday before Saturday Night Live, bought the dip, and back in, bought the dip. And now I did put half of it back in the Doge. If it runs back up, I'm going to pop it, but I'm going to keep mine into Ethereum that I have conviction. I'm sorry, crypto that I have conviction on, like Ethereum and Cardano, which are my 2 tops, Ethereum, Cardano, and Tezos. You know, and I know Tezos is not a popular one, but there's going to be a lot of money made. And then I think down the road, Decentraland is really going to pop. It already actually popped from the time that I got into it. And so there's a bunch of cryptocurrencies. There's a link below for the Coinbase app, you know, and Coinbase is not the only one. They do have fees, and they need to work on those fees because they're not good. but there's other trading apps that you could go to and get your cryptocurrency. But for those of you that do not have the Webull app, I would suggest to you to get the Webull app, because you could trade 3.5 hours before the market opens and 4 hours after it closes. When does a lot of this news happen? After the market closes. So then you can get up the next morning or that evening and you can make some plays. And so that's why I suggest, I don't care if you got 2 brokers, if one of them is not Webull, it needs to be. And then you can also trade Dogecoin and crypto in Webull. I'm sorry, this jet lag ain't no joke. All right, good people. So that's what's going on. I just want you to be careful right now of, I would tell you, don't dump all your money into the market. I never thought I'd be saying that, but don't dump all your money in the market. Be careful of the false starts, because you're going to see a lot of false starts, and you're going to try to catch a stock that's beat down, and then next thing you know is down even lower, right? It's quite evident that we've had a 2-day correction, 3-day correction going on right now, and we could be going right back into an extended correction. All right. And so let's just monitor the market. And remember what I said, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. That's what Tyson said. And so we have to monitor this, good people, day by day. And we can't just set a plan and say that's our plan for life. The market don't care about your plan, right? Remember, the market just hit us all in the face. But I will tell you that my high conviction, long-term, high growth stock, I'm cool with. All right. And then if I see I'll add a little here and a little there over a period of time, but not all your money, good people. So if you got money, a lot of money, or you got fresh powder, don't put it all in the market. Split it up into tens, like 10 parts, and just slowly start to dollar cost average in the stock that you want. All right, I'm gonna cut it off right there, good people. Hey, always, before we do that, I think I did the subscribe, like, and that type of deal. I did that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so jet lagged. I talked about the Webull link below. I talked about the Coinbase link below. And yeah, if you see any correspondence, and you will, talking about a WhatsApp, a phone number, or contact my broker, it is not me, it's spam. All right. Love you, good people. Live, love, laugh, and learn.